John Cena's gonna fight Amy Poehler. You heard it here first.
It was a piece of human feces.
There's no better metaphor for what I was saying than that dog dropping a big deuce behind me. Please play that at the Emmys when I die. Hi, I'm Tina Fey.
And I'm Will Forte.
And we're here with BuzzFeed, and we're gonna play with puppies.
And answer questions while doing it. I'm so excited.
Oh, come on. Hi, friend. Oh. You're like, why do I have to do this? Oh, brother.
Hi.
Oh, you can tell they're little because if you feel their little bones, if it was raining, they'd be so tiny.
Oh,
Are these your keys? Are these the keys to your car? There's one scene that we shot that's not even in the final product, but there was a scene where we're supposed to be driving up to one of the locations, and the gag was that I'm driving and in the dark I accidentally scraped the car like along this stone wall. We were all in the car, and what made us laugh so hard was our AD, Stu. No, you can't, you have to stay. You've heard the story before. Our AD was making the sound of the scrape so that we could imagine it, and so he just was going, oh, the dogs might not like that sound. But it was really making Steve Carell laugh. And then once Steve was gone, we were all gone.
Oh, yeah. Close second. There's a spoiler involved in this, so I can't say why, but at a very emotional point in one of the episodes,
oh, right.
Toby Huss comes in with this song. Can I say what the song is?
Nope.
Okay.
Spoiler.
Multiple spoilers, but it's very it's
Delete
very
all
funny
this.
in the show, and it was very funny because we're supposed to be not
Serious.
laughing at it, so it's very hard to not laugh.
We have to all this and blur Will's face and blur the
Toby
puppy's
Huss
face.
may or may not be in the show.
Wee.
No, leave it.
This is the, yep.
Oh, that's a good. That's
This
a
is
good
like
size
being
one.
in my apartment.
Yeah.
Because my husband, Jeff, is constantly weeing.
Tina Fey.
Will Forte. Will does a thing where he comes to tell me that he's worried that he accidentally exposed himself to Erica Henningsen's character because we're all at this beach place and she walked in on him in the outdoor shower. I knew from the moment the writer's room came up with it that it was going to be my favorite thing. That I, as his wife, I'm like, show me what happened, like reenact it. And him reenacting this super embarrassing moment also really made me laugh.
It was very fun in the script, but then they also came in and had a bunch of things for me to try. So this was all like, I got to do this really fun, funny scene just thanks to everything that they came up with. It's awesome.
Go.
It's really like, it's the easiest thing to play as an actor, anything that she writes or is involved with, because it just like, most of the work is already done for you by the words that you get to say. So it's just, it's a delight as an actor.
You're a delight.
You're a delight.
Not much, really, no. Wasn't that a waste of bullets? We should have made everybody improvise.
No, but it didn't, it's like, everything is so well written that you didn't really need to do anything extra.
Well, and the days are tight too, because we only have so many hours to shoot everything, and so we would get it, and then we'd have to move on to the next thing.
Yep.
Oh, crappening.
Oh, puppy poopy. Wait, let me catch it.
I would say the summer, because we were in Puerto Rico.
They were all great, but the summer we shot out of order, so summer was the very last one. We had worked together for so long. The final 2 weeks is in this beautiful place. We're all away from home. It was like this fun vacation you would take. My wife and daughter came, and we did go to a pool, and there's this beautiful hot tub on the pool that looks out over the water.
Isn't this really pretty?
And we were just having a great time. My daughter is holding something in her hand. I'd like, what is that? Come on, is that like, did somebody leave food in here? It was a piece of, I believe, human feces.
But not hers.
Not hers, just some strange feces. So I'd, flick it out of the pool. I said, okay, we're out of here. It was me, my wife, and my daughter, and then some random woman over there. And I said, we're gonna get out because we just found a poop in the pool. And she said, oh, I heard about that. Like the word was going around the hotel that somebody had pooped in a spa, and she still went into one of the spas. And that prompted this guy to
This guy's having
act it out.
serious.
Was it you? No, everybody go.
But you have a lot of dignity because you went away to do it, and I respect that. Who's the most like their Four Seasons character? I would say maybe me or Coleman, probably. Because my character's a bitch. And Coleman's character is really chic and smart.
I would say the least is like, first of all, I don't think you're a bitch. Want to get that in there?
That took a little bit longer than it.
I know, that's true, but I was
can put it up in the edit.
thinking about the other part. I was going to go to I think the person who's least like their character is Steve.
Well,
Because
yes.
Steve's just an angel.
It was, I think, burdensome for him. Like, it was hard for him to even, like, act like a guy who would leave his wife for a younger woman. He was like, ooh.
You know, there are definitely redeemable parts of his character, and
Yes.
he's, you know, wonderful, but, like, he's just all likable.
Yeah, I like to take trips with people, especially family trips. I like to combine a little bit because I feel like it kind of keeps everybody on their best behavior. Does that make sense? For like,
Yeah.
like you know, I feel like if a family friend says, "Who wants to go to this museum?" My kids will be like, "Sure." But if it was just me saying it, they'd be like, "We're good."
So my buddy Pete Hike was a organizer of people. We went to Paris once with 70 people or something like that.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah, and every year for New Year's.
70.
And then every year would be some number between 40 and 70 people
That's
to a
huge.
different international destination. It was so fun.
When you said you used to do that, I didn't realize it was like 70 people.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
It's
And he
basically
would,
the Olympics. Even the writer's room, which is very small, a lot of us have known each other for 20 years because some of these writers were writers on 30 Rock. And so we are old friends in that way too. And so people were pretty generous about sharing kind of little details from their lives. So there's a element in the series where we accidentally purchase a red stiletto urn. And someone was like, "Where'd that come from?" And I was like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Oh wait, I do know." I was online trying to buy an urn for my mom's ashes, and I found a weird website that makes really weird specific urns. And I saw one that was a red stiletto, and I was just like, "Who is this for?" And we talked about it in the writer's room that day, and that's how we ended up with the red stiletto urn. So we made our own. Well, it was nice to see because it's been a long time since I had seen Will, and now you're a dad, and it was so nice to see you as a dad and get to meet your adorable daughters.
yes.
Holy moly.
It's been really fun because we've been friends for a long time, but this was the biggest chunk of time we've had together, and to get to share that part of my life with her. At SNL, everyone's together all the time. So then when you are not at SNL anymore, I got to see her every once in a while at 30 Rock.
Yeah.
But then there was a pretty long chunk of time where you just run into each other every year or two. So,
Yeah.
And
For like
so this was
15 minutes somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's always learning about everyone. Every second is a new adventure with somebody, right?
Yeah.
Now I never knew how you handled dogs.
Now you know.
Like being pooped around.
Like I'm incredible. I'm incredible at dogs.
Yeah.
I would like to be in MacGruber. I would like to be a sort
love
of
for you to be in MacGruber.
like a like a Linda Gray type who runs across a desert and explodes.
What would I want to be in? I was in 30 Rock, so this makes it
I
tough.
don't have much else.
Who else? I guess.
Would you could have been like
I wanted to be.
you could have been like Aaron in Mean Girls.
Yeah,
musical.
there we go. I would love to do it because I do love singing.
Will does.
So,
Will's good at singing.
Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary.
I mean, come on. I mean, the American Office, always, that's a family-wide rewatch. Checking in on SNL feels like a rewatch, even when it's new, because it's such a ritual for our whole lives. I like to watch the show Somebody Somewhere, which is not a rewatch, but it's another show that I enjoy that I think is comfort programming.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, that's
That
a good
seems
show.
like my list, at least the
Yeah.
first part of it. I would add Bob's Burgers to that.
Absolutely,
I
Bob's
love.
Burgers, yes.
You know, it's like when I go to my favorite restaurant. Every other time, I'll get whatever my favorite thing is, and then I'll try to add in a new dish every once in a while. So a couple, try to do a new series, then go back to the old one for a while. Our own past characters?
Probably Misty and John George Peppers.
Oh, our own characters together.
Well, that's the only
Those
character
are the-
together.
It was a key party sketch where everybody goes to this party where they all put the keys in the bowl, and then they, everyone kind of, whatever key you take out. I guess you have sex with that person, is that right?
I guess that's the thinking, yeah.
And we still are
I
not
wouldn't
sure whether
know.
we were a married couple or brother and sister.
Because we looked
We
identical.
do look like twins.
But we're at a key party. What do people say to you? They recognize you.
Will Arnett.
I was
Will Arnett.
Will Arnett.
All the time I get that.
Sometimes I get, which I'm shocked. Like I was on a plane this weekend and the guy was like, Sarah Palin. And I was like, hey, 16 years have gone by. We shot at a funeral home and they were like, we'd like to give you this. And it was a windbreaker jacket that says McCool Funeral Home. And I wear it all the time because like, what's cooler than
That's
that?
really cool.
Yeah.
I lost my wedding ring when I was, before I came to Four Seasons, so they sized me up with a wedding ring, and then they let me keep it. So this is now my wedding ring.
So in a way, Olivia and I are also married.
Yes.
Because that's fake.
Sister wives.
We're sister wives. I kept some stuff from 30 Rock. I kept, there used to be a tape dispenser on Liz Lemon's desk that looked like a little man, and the tape came out of him. I kept that. I kept a framed bust magazine portrait of Amy Poehler that was on Liz Lemon's wall. I kept a framed thing of scrambled eggs or fried eggs that looked like boobs or something, and $1,000 cash. Oh, Amy Poehler, Boston, animal.
Like the only people who are coming to mind are like Fred Armisen, who I would never want on my, he's like the most lovey person in the world. I must have some big,
If you're really
John
friends-
Cena.
Oh,
I
okay.
got to be in something with John Cena, so I would pick him, I guess.
All right, John Cena's gonna fight Amy Poehler. You heard it here
Yes.
first.
I look back, that was my dream. That was what I wanted to do. So it's very weird to then have that be over. And everything after that has just been gravy. So the advice I would give is like, don't stress, because I came out of there, I wasn't like on fire. This guy's gonna have this amazing career for sure. Like I thought I might never get an acting job again. And for a long time I didn't. And so somehow I just like had all these great opportunities that happen. So just don't stress out. Everything happens for a reason. And yeah, like that's, you know, it's like, it's all just the choices you make, and I'm gonna choose to high five you on that pee. And that's gonna probably keep me alive for an extra 5 years.
My friend.
Because if I didn't, I probably would have walked out of here sooner and piano would fall on. Right?
Exactly. If you're someone working there now, you would roll your eyes, but I would say try to enjoy it because you are so stressed when you're there, but you'll never have a job like that again. You'll never have a job that, where you can be like joking around with your friends on Tuesday night, and then that thing that you were joking around about becomes part of American culture on Saturday night forever. Like that, the outreach that you have is crazy.
Way better.
I smell poop. I hope that was being done while I was talking about that. Ah, incredible. There's no more better metaphor for what I was saying than that dog dropping a big deuce behind me. I hope it came out right in the phrase American culture. Bye. Thank you, BuzzFeed. And make sure to watch the 4 Seasons on Netflix. Out now. Like all these poops and peas. Out!
All these puppies are available for adoption at North Shore Animal League America.
I'm still laughing about the deuce being dropped while I was talking about the impact of SNL on American culture.
You want impact? Bam!
Okay, sorry. Please play that at the Emmys when I die.